Hello, Anteater fans. Michael O'Sullivan here with head coach Russ Turner of the UC Irvine men's basketball team as we roll out another schedule release special. Now looking at men's hoops, and coach, such an exciting year to build off in 2014-15. Of course, the program's first ever Big West Conference Tournament Championship, which led to the automatic berth into the NCAA tournament. So a lot of excitement as we flip the page for the 2015-16 campaign. And let's delve right into it because we got a lot to get to. And you talk about this grueling non-conference schedule. Officially, your regular season will get going on the 13th of November. It'll be a Friday the 13th game against UC San Diego. Then a quick turnaround as you get Loyola Marymount coming in on Sunday the 15th. Yeah,
that'll be a big weekend for us. We open with a Division II team, a quality program, another UC school in UC San Diego. That's a Friday night game. Hopefully we'll get some jitters out in that game, be able to play effectively, and be really prepared for Sunday's game, which will be really important for us. It's an unusual game to have on Sunday, but I hope our students will be out for that because that's a big opportunity for us and an important game.
Yeah, LMU on Sunday, and then your first true road game of the year. You go all the way across the country to Orlando. You're going to take on Central Florida. Two of the biggest tree toppers in the country in that game, Mamadou Njai, of course, and then Taco Fall, who's an incoming freshman for the Golden Knights, both standing at 7-6.
Yeah, we just added that game, and we're hopeful that it'll be on the ESPN family of networks. I've joked around. It really is the biggest matchup in college basketball history. The two biggest players going head-to-head and two guys from Senegal, two guys from Dakar, who are incredibly similar. Those of our fans who know Mamadou's story, Taco Fall's story is almost exactly the same. And that will make for a great matchup and a great opportunity for us to play a program at a higher level conference, but a team that we think we're going to be able to compete well with.
And towards the end of the month in November, you get Santa Clara here on a Monday after that Central Florida matchup, and they'll be participating in the Wooden Legacy, which is over the Thanksgiving holiday, 26th, 27th, and 29th. It'll start at Fullerton, then work its way towards the Honda Center. This is a loaded tournament, 5 NCAA tournament teams from a year ago, a Final Four team in Michigan State, and an Elite Eight team in Arizona.
Yeah, we're excited to be a part of this event for the first time since I've been here. You know, I'm feeling like this is the right team to have this really difficult assignment. You mentioned the Santa Clara game at home. We have that game because Santa Clara is also in the Wooden tournament. So the game counts as 2 on our schedule, and we'll get 4 total for that. The home game against Santa Clara is very important. So I'm excited for those opportunities for our fans. You know, hopefully we'll get a good showing over there. And our team has been successful playing in Orange County the last few years.
Right, nice to have that in your own backyard. The Wooden Legacy, that's a tournament that's really had some momentum the last couple of years. Then the calendar flips to December. Very tough road trip to kick off that month. Let's go through it. You go at Pacific, at St. Mary's, at Utah State, at Oregon. St. Mary's and Oregon, 2 tough, close losses last year on the road. But those are 4 very good opponents, 4 very tough places to win on the road.
Yeah, it is. That is a difficult stretch to look at when I see our schedule printed on paper because those teams are all very good teams. You know, we have had a hard time getting fans here in December, and so we're scheduled to go on the road. Hopefully we'll get a couple of those games coming back to us in the future. And we're playing a couple of those games as money games. None of them, though, are games that we'll go into without the expectation that we can compete and win. It will be very difficult for us to have a successful run through those 4 games. You know, it'll challenge our team. What I'm expecting is that our team will rise to the challenges we face this year because this, in many ways, is the hardest schedule they've ever had at UC Irvine. So I'm excited for that challenge.
Yeah, and then you get 1 home game in December. That'll be Chapman on the 18th here at the Bren. And then another tournament, the Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational. That'll be right before Christmas, so kind of like what you did last year, the holiday tournament in Vegas. You guys won that tournament. Sam Houston State, and then you'll take on either UTEP or Norfolk State. So good opponents there. Yeah,
they're all good opponents in that tournament. Similar to what we faced this past year, as you mentioned in Vegas. I thought that was a turning point in our season last year when we were able to beat Bradley and then a really good Green Bay team. I think this is a similar tournament because Sam Houston State is an excellent team. Norfolk State is too, but if we were able to win against Sam Houston State, we're likely to play El Paso at El Paso in a really difficult road environment. But again, one where we think if we play our best, we'll have a chance to win. And then we can take our Christmas break following that game, and guys can go straight home and hopefully recharge for the challenge we have right after Christmas.
Yeah. Fog Allen Fieldhouse, the 29th. I mean, you look at this non-conference schedule, this is the game that does jump out. At Kansas, I mean, the history there, unquestionably a top 5 environment venue in college hoops. No question, another challenge for your guys, and they'll be right before Big West play kind of lurks around the corner.
Well, I'm a little bit like a fan when it comes to Kansas. You know, the respect I have for their program. I've never been to that arena, and that's one of the birthplaces of college basketball, really. So the history student side of me is going to be interested there. I don't think our guys have ever heard that Rock Chalk Jayhawk chant. If you have in college basketball, it's a pretty special experience. I know our guys will be excited to compete in that environment. I think we have some comparable experience based on playing at Arizona last year, and it'll be interesting to see if we can keep that one close and take it down to the wire or not. I know that we'll be accustomed to playing high-level competition, though, when the Big West Conference opens, and hopefully that can be good preparation for us if we can hopefully stay healthy.
Right before league play after the new year, so your first game in 2016 will be New Mexico State here at home. You were on the road last year, so they returned that game.
And I hope people know how good a program that is.
Oh, they've been to the NCAA tournament, multiple years in a row.
That's a really good game to have at home for us. I respect that program a lot. You know, they're former Big West members, but having a lot of success where they are now. So it'll be a good matchup to start the new year.
Just reflecting quickly on this non-conference slate, I mean, it's pretty obvious, at least to me. I mean, you've set this up to give your team an opportunity to earn an at-large bid.
Well, if we're able to be successful, we should have that discussion after we've played the games. You know, last year, I think we probably got ahead of ourselves a little bit in talking openly about that possibility for last year's team. We weren't able to win any of those games. You know, we were close. Coming close doesn't get you in that discussion. I don't think we're going to take anybody by surprise, but this is an experienced team, and we've had the experiences you need to hopefully understand what it will take for us to eke out some close wins in tough environments. And if we can do that, who knows what's possible. But you know, our program is pretty comfortable with the idea that we need to win the Big West tournament, and we need to be prepared for Big West Conference play. And so this schedule accomplishes a lot of things for us. Yeah,
let's talk about the Big West. Hawaii, a lot of their returning players. Obviously, the team you beat in the championship game at the Honda Center. Got to think Long Beach State will rebound. Santa Barbara, they lose Alan Williams, but they return a good core as well. What are you looking for out of the conference this year?
I think it'll be similar to last year in that there will be a lot of good teams. You know, the one team that you didn't mention is Cal Poly, and Cal Poly should expect to be a good team. They had an excellent team last year on certain nights when they were healthy, and they had some key players sitting out last year that will be eligible for them now. So a little bit like Davis did from the year before to last year, Cal Poly could make a similar jump. And that doesn't discount the schools you mentioned. You know, Hawaii, Long Beach, Santa Barbara, all of those schools surely are going into the season with the expectation that they can win the conference. We'll have that same expectation that we can win it. But we're going to have to get better, and we're going to have to stay healthy, and we're going to have to be consistently good to do that. And that's what we're going to aim for.
Let's talk about your team specifically. You just said this is an experienced group you have a lot of confidence in. You've had 4 seniors in the last 2 seasons combined. You'll have 6 going into this year. A very experienced bunch, including Alex Young, your starting point guard. Let's not forget about the junior class, Mamadou Njai, Luke Nelson, Giannis Demokopoulos, Jaron Martin, who really made the most of his opportunity last year. I mean, I know you're expecting a huge amount of production from these upperclassmen.
Yeah, we are. My second year here, we had 7 freshmen. And that was a long time ago, and that was a long year. And the reward for the fans who followed us since then is that they get to see us now with an experienced team. And I think that is important. You know, we have talent, we have depth, and we have guys at every position who can produce and play. More important, we have champions now. And you know, there's a huge responsibility that comes with carrying that mantle. I don't know that we did that all the time last year. hopefully we will have learned from that experience, and we can be a program that continues to grow and continues to make this community proud.
Well, I know this fan base so excited for November to roll around, and you mentioned your second year, a young team. Sure accomplished a lot in your fifth year here, going into your sixth year now at the helm. A great looking schedule. Should be a lot of fun to watch. Coach, thanks so much for sitting down with us, and talk to you soon.
And thanks to the fans. Look forward to this coming year.
See you next time, Eater fans.